What's up, Dave, folks? How's it going? There's gonna be a couple, few changes around here with Derby Kingdom and whatnot, but I just wanted to come back with a quick video on the old Camry. We're gonna get some work done with this today because I haven't touched this thing in I'd say probably about 3 weeks. It's been a while, but I'm gonna try something different. I want to get that hood brought out, if you know what I mean. I've noticed some people are actually like bringing their hood out. Like, you notice how on the brackets or whatever they got 2 bolts, where they're pretty much bringing the edge out to the farthest bolt or whatever, so you're getting some more, you know, coverage on the front of this. And I haven't done it in either one of my vehicles, not even the last Camry I built, so I'm going to try to do it with this one. I would imagine it's not going to be very hard, but yeah, I'd like to see how this turns out, see how this goes. I'm not 100% sure yet. Probably definitely going to need to get some tarps or something to wrap up down here, because this is all going to be exposed, obviously, because you're probably going to be bringing it out about, I don't know, 2 inches or so for sure. I'd say 1.5 inches, 2 inches for sure. So a lot of that is going to be exposed, which that's going straight down into the cabin. And I don't really want that to rust out over winter, so we're going to have to do something about that. I haven't had this car running on the wall either. I haven't really bothered much, to be honest with you. I'm still not 100% sure what I'm doing with this car yet. Gainer won't allow the rules that, or won't allow the stuff that I build. This says that it's not stock, even though there's not a tackle weld or any added plates or anything. It's pretty much just, you know, you need a threaded rod and stuff like that, but they won't allow it. So I don't know if I'm going to use this one and smash up for MS next year, because I know that they will allow me to run it, or if I'm going to save it for another year. I'm not sure. I like to run the big car out in Gillham's, out in Smash Up, but I would also like to have a run here in Gander too, because, well, I haven't done a big car in my hometown yet, so I'd like to try that as well. But we'll see what happens. I'm not 100% sure yet. There you go, see? And that makes a fair bit of difference there. Most definitely. See, that's supposed to be lined up there, so yeah, you're probably getting about a good 2 inches. You're getting about a good 2 inches worth of space. Now, like I said, this is all exposed. I'll have to get something to cover this all over. I don't want my car rusting out this year. My last one that I built, that was multiple different colors by the time it was all said and done. Yeah, I never tried doing this. But by the time you cuts that down, and like, how can I put this? Yeah, by the time you cuts that down and tucks it down like you want to, and you're going to be covering a nice bit of that rad there, which is beautiful. That's exactly what I want. It's pretty much like legit. All you got to do is just, like I said, move it down a bolt on each side, make sure they're tight. I think that's going to be a decent little concept. I'm gonna run with that. I'm gonna keep her just like that, get that folded down, and that should that should cover up a nice bit of the rad there in front. Hey, I still gotta get rid of the AC lines and all that junk. But by the time you fold that down, boy, you're pretty much going to be almost level with this bumper. So that's going to be a nice little concept there, I think. But yeah, we got to get that folded down, bust out the grinder, get that folded down. I'm going to do a little bit of creasing, not so much on this one like I did with my last one. I think I'm just going to you know, do the top here. Just do the top part, leave this out, because I beat that all in or whatever, and it was good, I suppose. And you know, it wasn't a big problem, but it did leave my tires very, very exposed, which, you know, that's something you really want us to do. And back here, well, it's not so bad, see, because we're using front wheel drive. Now, obviously, you don't want to lose your rear end either, or any of your rear tires, but it's not so bad. I'm going to try to get this probably pulled in somehow. Pull it in on the bottom and beat it in. My back here is going to be a little bit exposed, but I'd rather for it to be exposed than everything to get caught up and getting stuck. So yeah, we'll definitely get that done. The gas is still on it yet. There's a gas tank there, still up none of this. But like I said, with the big cars and everything, I'm not in too much of a rush with this one. Not too much. But still got to get the work done on it. We still might raffle it off yet. Who knows? Who knows? This will probably be the last small car I buy. Depends. Big cars are very hard to find around this area, and the ones that you do buy, they're pretty cheap, or pretty expensive, sorry. I mean, you know, you ain't buying a big car in Newfoundland for $100 or $200 and expect to run it in a derby. If you're getting it that cheap, there ain't a damn thing left to it. I guarantee it. So, until I can't find any more big cars, I'll keep running the big cars, but, you know, when they start running out, I'll keep using small cars. I'm going to keep derby, and I don't give a damn what it is, really. So, we'll keep going. Next, we'll probably bust out the grinder, actually, and get that hood brought down. We pretty much cut to that rubber piece right there, like on the inside. Just make a straight line right on across. Yeah, this should do alright. Get that folded down. Get our holes cut for our threaded rod. Trying to think now how else to go with this one. I want to go with this one a little bit different. A little bit different. Not too much, but a little bit. Okay, back here again now. We'll get this hood propped up right quick. Set the bars down for a quick second. Find the spot here. There we go. I'll do it. Not working. This is good. Okay. Alright, so all this rubber here that can come out of it. Come on. Okay, rip that out of it. Old black shit. Rip that out of it. I think she's getting brittle, boy. She's all starting to fall apart on me here. Get rid of this. We don't need any of it. Yeah, put that out. Garbage week. Oops. Oops and hazy. Oh well, you'll be thrown over here for now. We'll deal with you guys after. Alrighty, so pretty much what we got to do. Where are we going to do it? Right across. Hold on, we'll set this thing down. We'll find out how much room we got to work with here. So we'll set this thing down because you almost want to set the beam right here around the upper rad support. If you can get it to tip around there and kind of like, I don't know, squeeze together, you'll get a lot more structure there, I would imagine. So yeah, pretty much right up none of those. Okay, yep, I know I'm gonna do it. It's pretty much right after this hump here, just go straight on across, right on below that, and then just make a straight line kind of coming out that way, eh? And same thing on the other side. And when that goes down, when you're able to fold it, this should go right up against this rad support, giving it an extra little bit of structure. Okay. Oh yeah, this will stack there. Perfect. Awesome. Alright, gonna start. Should do all right. See, you want a nice, somewhat straight line going right on across. Probably going a little bit off there. Yeah, straight line going right on across, so that you give yourself some weakness to be able to bend, but not enough that you're gonna chop the whole front off. Eh? Yeah, it's starting to go good. We gotta get a nice slit going through here now, so we can weaken this up and bend that in, and finish off the other side. That should be all right. So one thing I should have mentioned here too, when you're getting down to like the actual hood or whatever, like you got the structure there or whatever, like the support, but when you get down to just like the hood, make like an indent or whatever, just like drawing it on across. I find that like it's easier to bend that way, but you're not cutting all the way through the hood. So I don't know, might be a little tip for somebody. I don't know if it'll help out or not, but I find it does for myself. It did wicked on my oh my goodness, the Crown Vic. I did pretty good on that. That's the way I did it on my trunk, actually, when I tucked my trunk. Cut out whatever little supports that I needed and just put an indent and ground it on across. Made it a little bit weaker and help it to bend, but you're still keeping the structure. You're not actually losing any in the metal, you're just separating it, I guess. Alright, so we'll get this hood prop back on and see if we can't get it bent down here. Start tucking it in. Try to get you guys set up here. Alright, we'll get the hood tucked back on. Yeah, oh my goodness. Okay. open on the hood. Line out the bolts. Okay, so we can get this side put in. Come over, Becky. Come over, Slim. Alright, so we got a fair bit of work done to this today. We did a few things. Got that hood brought up there now. That's looking a lot better. Like I said, it's all exposed. I got a mat put there to try to cover the hole for inside the cab. But we got a threaded rod put in up in front. I'm going to do some tack welds, and I actually might put in a piece of like galvanized, don't have to be galvanized now mind you, but like a fence post to kind of beef this up a bit on both sides. Yeah, we never got our folder today. That's something hopefully we'll do now tomorrow, depending on weather, because we're now into fall and it can change legit in 5 minutes. So we'll see how tomorrow goes. But yeah, we got a threaded rod put up front. We got our hood brought out, and we got our structure cut now, so we can start folding that hood down. And by the looks of it, you're going to be covering a nice bit of that rad, so hopefully that'll save it somewhat. And I tried something else too. I did something else here today. I don't know if it's going to pass. It's definitely not going to pass Canada. This car is not going to pass Canada wise. I'm going to bring it. But she ain't going to pass. But I shoved some bolts in back here as well. Drilled it out, shove in some 3/4 bolts with some space or some washers or whatever. I'm hoping that's going to pass and smash up. I don't see why not. I noticed that they did it with their big cars. Now I know the big cars are a little bit different. Don't get me wrong, I know that, but my car was pretty much close to bone stock going against stuff that should be in a pro mat heat. So I don't see my buddies out there having that much of a problem with it. So we're going to try it. If not, I'll just take them back out. But I don't see him having a problem, in all honesty. But yeah, we got a little bit of work done here today, guys. First time in a few weeks. It's the first time I've made a video now in a while. The weather's been kind of crap. Still trying to keep up with my homework, and I'm trying to get my pre-ran over here. It's been a little bit of a hassle, more than what it's worth. But I own the car. I got to get it over here. I got the parts now. So hopefully now this Thursday I will be taking off out there. I'll be making you guys a video. Probably not of the whole thing. I got to change 2 control arms. I got to change a power steering rack with its tie rod ends. And I got to press in a lower ball joint and throw 2 tires on it to get her on her feet. Which is not that bad, but you got to understand, this is my very first time with a big car. It's my very first time even messing around with stuff like that. I've never done a power steering rack on anything, not a thing. So literally everything that I'm doing with this car is all new, and I'm learning. But that's the price, or that's not the price, but that's the reward. I get to learn it, so that if I ever goes to do it, I knows exactly what I got to do. I knows exactly what tools I need, and exactly pretty much how long it's going to take. So it's all a learning process, which is good. Like I said, if you don't go at it, you're not going to learn it. And if you don't learn it, you're not going to know what you're at. So we'll get her back here. This is going to be her spot right here. I got to get a little bit of scrap out of here. And I'm going to go put her here for the rest of the winter. And we are going to be working on it a fair bit. There's a lot of stuff that I got to do. A lot of the stuff that's in the car that's already been done to build her up is getting ripped back out again. Some of it's got to be redone. The car wasn't built for no pro mat or anything like that. She was pretty much borderline with mine. Some bigger threaded rod. That was about it. So yeah, that's it for the Camry down today, boys. The sun's going down. She's getting chilly. She's getting chilly here now in October month. But hopefully now tomorrow's weather will be a little bit nicer. We'll start getting some more done. I am going to start doing some creasing, but I'm not going to be tucking that trunk or anything that's going to expose trunk or anything inside the cabin, because I don't want my floors to rust out. I made that mistake last year and I learned from it, and I'm not doing it again. So in all honesty, there's only so much that we can do with it, but we will do it. Shredder rod is in place now up front. I say we'll probably get our hole cut now, maybe tomorrow or in the next couple days, who knows. And yeah, and just for any of my Central folks, any of the guys around here in Newfoundland that's watching, I'm looking for a rim, and it seems to be kind of hard to find, but I'm looking for another rim like this. I'm not 100% sure what it'll come off of. Maybe an old school Nissan or something. They're 15. They're 5 by 114.3. I don't need a tire. I just need the rim. I got one 15 that fits. I need another one like it. So for any of you Central guys that's around here in Newfoundland that watches my stuff, that's possibly got a rim like that laying around or know somebody, please let me know. I only need one more. I don't need a whole set. I just need 2. So yep, there you go guys. That's it now for today. Hopefully tomorrow will be nice. Like I said, please subscribe, and you know, hit that little ringing bell or whatnot for your notifications. This is it's taking off. I'm not looking to make this into a huge thing. Not looking to take over my life or anything like that. But I want Newfoundland to be a little bit more into the derby sport. There is a couple derbies here on the island now. Actually more than a couple. I think there's 4 in total. So yeah, I'd like to be able to bring more, I don't know, more to the sport, more for you guys. There is a lot of derby builds here in Newfoundland. There's a lot of cars here on the go, but there's not a whole lot of people shooting footage and stuff about it. That's the only thing. So Newfoundland's pretty big here, guys, but I'd like to be able to make it a little bit bigger. Anyways, keep building, stay safe, guys. We'll see you on the next one.